Howdy.
All right.
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Say hi, Nat.
Hi. My soft voice.
Yeah. You can take over. I'll sit down. I don't mind.
I always wanted to be a
I could sit. I'd be all right.
right.
That's fine. Here we go. Orangeville Flyers versus the Aurora Tigers. go for the puck drop. Alex Brown steps in to take the drop. Flyers get draw to the Tigers' blue line. They'll dump it back into the Flyer zone. Wozny off the boards, clears it out, gets into the blue line, kept in by the Tigers. Brown with a good stick gets it to center ice, and the Tigers fire that puck in the zone. Brooks meets his man. Campbell behind his net, sends it out the far side to the blue line, kept in. Brown just overskated it. Tigers send it out through neutral ice on their own, back in their own zone. Up to center ice, Brown overskated it. Tigers into the Flyer zone, shot wide of the net. Rebound out the far side, picked up by Campbell. Gets it into the boards. And I believe Aurora's going to the box. 2 minutes for head contact. Yep. Flyers on the power play early in the game. Middlehurst in for the draw. I guess they're giving him 4 minutes. Middlehurst will redo that one by the Tigers. They'll fire it around the boards. To the near side, played off. Brady runs into his man. The puck's down to the far end of the ice. Thompson, he gets there first, sends it to the corner. Picked up by Aurora. Middlehurst steals it, runs out of room. Back to Thompson. He'll send it out through center ice. Dumped back in by the Tigers. Brady, he's behind his own net, sets it up. The breakout. Brady up to Mason, just off the stick. Mason gets it to Martin. Martin sends it in the zone. Middlehurst giving chase, played off the boards to the blue line, kept in by Thompson, but stole by Tigers. Brady cuts the Tigers off at the blue line. Thompson with the puck, back to Brady. He'll send it across to Martin. Martin to Mason at the blue line. Mason lets a shot go in the glove of the Tigers goaltender. Middlehurst back in for the draw. Oh, wait. Oh, they're changing. Arkema steps in for the draw. He'll get waved out for a late change. Monas, he'll take it. He wins it to Clark along the boards. Clark sends it to Tribble. Tribble with the shot wide of the net. Campbell at the far blue line. Passed into Arkema on the half boards. Arkema walking in. Back to Campbell. Sent in for Monas. Monas cycles to the point, across to Campbell. Pass intended for Monas. He lets go for Arkema. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh. We're just trying to be friendly down there. It's like Clark and one of the Tigers players got their helmets stuck together. Reset and do that one again. Arkema in for the draw. He'll win it to Monas. Monas under pressure, spins, gets it to the corner. Leaves it there, thrown out front, picked up by the Tigers. They'll get it to the corner. Arkema under pressure. Walks in, sends it there for Campbell. Campbell with a shot, steered wide into the near corner. Picked up by Aurora, and they'll fire it down the ice. Tigers, they're going to get there first. Milks out to play it. He'll stab it to the corner for Arkema. He'll send it to Campbell. Campbell off the boards, intended for Monas. Clark, good stick. Tigers dump it in the Flyers' end. Tribble. Back to Tribble, up to Clark at the blue line and out through center ice. Tigers dump it back in. Cross ice pass intended for Monas, intercepted by the Tigers. It's Tribble to Campbell. Campbell across to Mona's in his skates. He'll turn instead of stop. And over the blue line. Monas goes around the defender behind the Tigers net to the far corner. Play. They've managed one shot so far. Brown steps in to take the draw. Won by the Tigers to the corner. Played off the glass. Kept in by Critchley. Oh, sorry, that's Wozni. To the near boards for Critchley. Brady picks it up to center ice. He'll hit Critchley at the blue line. Critchley across for Brown. In over the blue line. Brown leaves it there for Wozni. Shot wide of the net. Picked up in the corner. Critchley gets bumped. Puck's still there. Kicked into the corner behind the net. Out. Brown's on his knees. Shot wide of the net. Critchley in the far side. He'll send it back behind the net for Wozni. Sends it to Brown. Back to Wozni. Wozni behind the net to the near corner. He stops, changes directions. Out to Brown, just over his stick. Tigers get a piece of it and send it to center ice. Brooks, nice cross ice intended for Brady. Just hops over his stick and goes out of play. .38 seconds to go on the Flyers power play. Middlehurst in for the draw. Scrum draw, dumped into the Flyers zone by the Tigers. Misplayed, Thompson to Campbell. Campbell sends it behind the Flyers net to the far near corner. Back to Campbell. Campbell back to Thompson. Thompson picks up speed, skates through neutral ice, and brings it into the Tigers zone. Lets a shot go, blocked in front, rebound. Sitting there, Campbell sends it off the boards to the corner. Martin dumps it behind the net. Middlehurst leaves it there for Martin. Martin to Thompson at the point. Thompson sends it back to the corner for Middlehurst. Middlehurst out front to Martin. Martin's shot blocked, sent wide of the net. Back to 5-on-5. Tigers send it down the ice for icing. 10 minutes to go in the period. Middlehurst back in for the draw. Won by the Tigers to the corner. They'll fire it around the near boards. Here to the half boards. Mason keeps it in. Second effort by the Tigers. They'll clear it out. Campbell lifts it through neutral ice. Hops over all the Flyer sticks. Picked up by the Tigers. They'll bring it in the zone. Shot. Deflected. Blocked by Thompson. He'll skate it out. Thompson through neutral ice. In over the blue line. He'll try to center it. Hits a Tiger stick. Played out. Back in the Flyers zone. Through some legs. Mason takes his man out. Campbell picks up the loose puck. Sends it to the corner to the half boards. Middlehurst didn't get a stick on it. Picked up by the Tigers. Campbell gets a piece to the blue line. Not out. Shot. Deflected. Milks with there with the pad save. Campbell to the blue line. To Mason. That's out. Brought back in offside. Arkema in to take the draw. Tigers win it. Dumped off of Monas. He'll keep it there at center ice. Kick it forward along the boards to the Tigers' blue line. Clark brings it in to the far corner. Played around by the Tigers to the half boards. Up over the blue line. Second effort comes out. Down the ice. Arkema's back there to pick it up. Across for Brady. Brady clears the zone. Gets it to Clark. Clark in pressure. Gets it up almost to the blue line, but not in. Arkema gets a piece of it, sends it to Brady on the far side. Brady, stretch pass, intended for Monas. He'll let it go into the Tiger zone. Played off the boards. Clark with a shot, blocked in front. Tribble gets a shot, wide of the net. Arkema leaves it for Brady in a dangerous spot. Loose puck, bouncing in front. Monas picks it up. Fancy stick handling. Tigers tried to clear it to the blue line. The second effort comes out. Back in the Flyers zone. Tigers take it wide. Go behind the Flyers net. Out the far corner to the blue line. He'll lose it. Monas picks it up. chips it up through center ice. Tigers back to the Flyers D. Tribble sends it up for Monas. He'll kick it in deeper. Brown on his man in the near corner. Puck comes out the far side. Campbell with a good pinch gets it to Brown behind the net. Brown into the near corner, gets taken down. Critchley steps into his man. Puck comes to center ice to Campbell. Campbell intended for Wozni, just out of his reach. Loose puck picked up there. Wozni dumps it into the far side. Cleared out to Brooks at center ice. Brooks up to Wozni at the blue line, just out of his reach. Tigers fire it hard around the boards. Kept in by Brooks at the blue line. Shot tipped. Bad save by the Tigers. Wozni there behind the net. Picks it up, sends it to the corner. And he'll try to get there in time. Clear to the blue line, not out. Wozni kept it in, off the boards to the corner. He'll run over his man, Brown. Sends it to Wozni, shot off the side of the net. Sorry, that was Brooks with the shot. Critchley spins, sends it behind the Tigers' net. Laid out the near or far side to Campbell at the blue line. He'll dump it back in. Wozni, he's got a bit of room in the near corner. Lost it. Critchley picks it up behind the net. Critchley in the far corner. Puts the brakes on, changes directions, and again, throws it out for Brown. Not quite hard enough for that pass. Played to the blue line and out. 2-on-1. Wozni or Brooks with some solid D, slows him down, gets it to Brown at neutral ice. Brown kicks it in over the blue line while the rest of the Flyers change. Tigers in over the Flyers blue line. Bad drop pass, offside. They'll clear. Flyers have a chance to come in and pick it up and bring it out. Cross ice to Mason. Mason threw everybody to Martin, just out of his reach. Martin keeps it in with a good stick. Gets it to the far corner. Tigers play it around the boards to the near corner. Mason, he gets pinned. Gets the puck down behind the net to the far side. Tigers clear to the blue line and out. Thompson's back. Tigers play it through. Thompson takes the man, slows him down. And I think Thompson's going to the box for that. Oh, sending them both. Offsetting. 5-on-5. .5:20 to go in the first period. Middlehurst in for the draw. Tigers win the draw. Play to the near boards. Mason gets it out of the zone. Just over the blue line. Martin on his man. Tigers play it back. Pass it into the Flyer zone. Brady thinks quickly. Gets it to Tribble. Tribble up to Mason. Mason hits the brakes. Avoids the hit. Dumps it into the near corner. That puck will roll around the boards behind the net. Brady with a good pinch. Keeps it in deep. Played off the glass to the blue line. And out. Tribble dumps it back in the zone. Cleared out by the Tigers. Tigers skate through neutral ice. Fire it from the right side of the red line. Tribble in the corner. Picks it up. Gets it to Mason on the half boards. He'll send it to Tribble. Tribble played it to the blue line. Not out. Loose puck in front. Tigers center it. Loose puck. Milks will hold that for a whistle. Kicked out of Milks' hands by Tribble. Played up to the blue line to Martin. He'll avoid a hit, but gets the puck in the Tiger zone. Tigers behind their net, coming out the far side. Middlehurst with a good stick to the blue line and out. Mason picks it up at neutral ice. Mason fires it in. And Aurora hits it with a high stick to get a whistle. .402 to go in the first period. Arkema steps in for the draw. He'll win it. Arkema picks it up. Leaves it there for Brooks at the blue line. Brooks, under pressure, keeps it in, dumps it in behind the net to the far side. Campbell pinching, sends it deep behind the net. Played out the near side by the Tigers to the blue line and out. Brooks, under pressure, fires it back in the zone. Tigers passed up and tipped into their own bench. Arkema steps in to take the draw. Won by the Tigers to the far corner. They'll fire it around the boards hard. Brooks, he pinches, keeps it in deep. Second effort by the Tigers, gets it out. Clark sends it back in the zone. Flyers clear. Mona's in on his man in the far corner. Played up to the point. Kept in again by Brooks. As he was falling, gets it in behind the Tigers' net. Played off the boards. Campbell dumps it in. Past everybody to the far corner. Clark hits his man. Puck's still there. Clark's got a piece of it. Tigers come up with it. Campbell picks it out in front. Shot. That hit a player or two in the front. Steers to the far corner. Arkema tries to get it behind the net. Brooks pinches. Just hops over his stick this time. Campbell, he's back. He'll pick the puck up. Off the boards to center ice. Tigers fire it back in the Flyer zone. It'll go around to the far corner. To Campbell, off the boards, to the blue line, not out. Banked into off the boards to the Tigers in the corner. Mona's on his man. Puck squirts out to the far side. Shot. Milks is there for the save. Tigers have the puck in the near corner. They'll change directions. And again, Dribble got away with a hold there. Puck across the far side. Shot. Milks will hold that for a whistle. Brown in to take the draw for the Flyers. Won by the Tigers to the blue line. Shot tipped wide. Blocker saved by Milks. Steer that to the near corner. Picked up by Wolsey. He'll hold it in the corner. Tigers come up with it. Played off the side of the net. Loose puck. Out front. Cleared out by Brady. He'll get that to Critchley at the blue line. And the Tigers pinch. Take the puck. Throwing across to the far side. Critchley hits Martin on his backhand. Wozny on the backhand. Shot. Blocker save. Good shot. Wozny in the corner. He gets bumped. Brown gets knocked over. Puck's out the far side. To the blue line and out. Brady airmails that back into the far corner. Critchley applying pressure. And Brown. Brown bumps his man. Martin almost stole it. Wozny almost stole it. Campbell fires it back into the Tiger zone. Settles down. Critchley with the puck. Avoids the hit. Walks behind the net to the near corner. Critchley drop pass behind the net for Wozny. Brown steps in to help. Brings it to the far corner. He gets pinned. Brown still on the boards with the puck. Through Critchley's legs. Tigers pick it up and bring it out. Tigers passed in over the Flyers' blue line. They're offside. Cleared out. Critchley skates it out of the Flyers' zone. Through center ice. He'll gets bumped. Gets the puck to Martin. Martin in over the blue line. Cleared out. Brown picks it up in the slot. Thompson sends it to the near boards. Off them to Campbell at center ice. Campbell off the boards. Back to the Aurora Tigers player. They'll play it back in the zone. Couldn't go any further. They would have been offside. Campbell to Mason at the red line. Mason shot from center ice. Just in time for the buzzer, but they'll hold it. No score after one. Here we go to start the second period. Middlehurst in for the draw. Tigers win it. Scrum draw. Comes out the far side. They'll play it back to their D. And pass it up through center ice. Brady off the glass. Pops over Middlehurst's stick. Picked up by the Tigers. Brady with the hook. Going to the box. Middlehurst back in for the draw. Scrum draw, clear to the blue line, not out. Tigers, long shot, rebound, comes out, across the crease. Dribble in the near corner. Tigers get a piece of it. They'll play it to the point. Cross ice. Shot in traffic. Here to the near corner, dribble. Goes it to the blue line, not out. Shot, pad save by Milks. He'll send it out to the far side. Played behind the net by the Tigers out front. Shot. Milks was screened, didn't see it until the last second. Better fucking say. Better get it back, Flyers. 14:07 to go in the second period. Middlehurst in on the draw. He'll win it. Gets to Martin. He'll dump it in the Tiger zone. Right to the blue line. Mason picks it up. Lets a shot go, deflected high and wide of the net to Thompson. He'll keep it in the zone. Tigers pick it up, chip it around Campbell. Campbell with a good stick, swipes it to the far boards. Tigers centering a pass off Campbell's stick, or skates, underneath Martin. Mason swipes at it, gets to the corner for Campbell, off the boards. Intended for Martin, hops over his stick, shot wide of the net. Rebound comes to the near side. Thompson on his man. Puck squirts out. Campbell takes over, gets to the half boards, to the point, shot. Pad save by Milks. Rebound goes to the corner. Middlehurst hits his man, shot. Pad save by Milks. Second shot, another pad save. Clear to the corner. Mason bumps his man. Campbell with the puck, sends it out front, shot. Steered wide. Mason picks it up along the half boards, overskated it. Gets to the blue line, no further. That puck will hop over Thompson's stick. Campbell. Backhand right on the shape of the Tigers player. Campbell changed direction, sends it around the near boards to the blue line. Mason just missed his man. Middlehurst. Weak backhand. Picked up by the Tigers. They'll send it back in the zone. Thompson. He'll try to clear it right into the Tigers player. Campbell sends it back to the near corner for Mason. Mason sends it back for Thompson. He'll hold it there. I don't understand why. We're not killing a penalty, but Arkema in to take the draw. Won by the Tigers. Played to the slot. Shot. Gloved by Milks. He'll hold that for a whistle. Flyers reset. Arkema back on the draw. Again, won by the Tigers. They'll play it in. Thrown towards the net. Blocked in front. Loose puck. Cleared to the point for Clark. Clark gets the red line. Interference? Nope, no call. I guess not. Clark still has the puck in the far corner. He'll hit the brakes. Try to skate it out. Sends behind the Tigers net. Dribble pinching. Keeps the puck in deep. Arkema backs him up on the point. Clark behind the net. To the far corner. He'll send it to Brooks at the blue line. Brooks back to Clark. Clark couldn't handle the pass. And the Tigers clear it out through center ice and back in the Flyer zone. Brooks with some good D. Gets the puck. Skates around the forecheck. Hit from behind. No call. Mona's in the corner. Puck comes out to the blue line. Kept in by the Tigers. Dumped back into the far corner. Tigers pick it up. Bring it to the near boards. And couldn't handle that pass. Goes all the way back into the Tiger zone. Clark in on the forecheck. Hit the brakes. Tigers out the far side. Through neutral ice. Tape to tape. In over the Flyers blue line. Shot. Blocker saved by Milks. He'll send that puck out of danger to the corner. Brady and Arkema along the boards. Battling it out. Arkema bumps his man. Tigers pick it up. Send it across to the near boards. Monas reaches for it. Tigers get there first. Campbell behind the net. To Brady. Brady back to the near corner. To Monas. Monas lifts it to the blue line. Kept in. Shot blocked by, or saved by Milks. Tigers send it harmlessly behind the Flyers net. Arkema to the half boards. The D's pinching. Arkema runs over his man. And he's going to the box. Arkema, 2 minutes for charging. 9:56 to go in the period. Brown steps in to take the draw for the Flyers. From draw comes out front. Cleared to the blue line, kept in by the Tigers. D to D along the blue line. Shot blocked in front by Critchley. Brown gets a piece of it. Critchley will send it the rest of the way down the ice. Brown in on the forecheck. Tigers send it out the far side to the blue line, back in. Brady runs over his man from behind, so he's going to the box now. What an idiot. Tigers back in the Flyer zone. Brown with a good stick, finally touches it, gets it out of the zone. Where are you going? And he's out for the game. Five on three for minute 22. Campbell's just getting clarification on the call, and Critchley goes to the box for Brady. Yep. Brown to take the draw, won by the Tigers. Cleared to the blue line. Played in deep. Back to the blue line. DD. Near side, played into the corner. He'll walk in, shot, saved by Milks. Play back to the far corner, to the near D. Let him see it. Back across to the far side, shot. Rebound, comes behind the net. Played back up to the point. Sent in deep. Cross, hops over a stick, just not enough to clear the zone. Brown applying pressure, shot, wide of the net. I think Milks saw that until the very last second. Tigers with the puck. Collapsing the triangle. In. Thompson will turn, see some daylight, and send that down the ice. 23 seconds to go in the Flyers' first penalty. Middlehurst in on the forecheck. Got to move his feet. Tigers back in the Flyer zone. Shot. Pad save by Milks. Deflects that to the far corner. Second shot. Hits Tribble. We'll get the kept in by the Tigers. Cleared. Thompson again. Sends it down the far end of the ice. Flyers' first penalty's over. 30 seconds to go in the second one. Played hard off the glass by the goaltender. Tigers through neutral ice. In way offside. .7:42 to go in the period. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. Picked up by the Tigers. They'll chip it into the Flyer zone to the near corner. Played to the half boards. Martin gets a piece of it and he'll send it down the ice. 10 seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. Passed up the half boards, back in to the opposite side. Middlehurst on his man, applying pressure. Tigers back in the Flyer zone. Centering pass. He'll take it harmlessly to the corner, thrown out front. Tipped high to the near side. And back to the point. Mason just missed his man. Up to Middlehurst. Middlehurst has Mason in over the blue line onside. Mason couldn't handle that pass on his backhand. Tigers pick it up, play it hard off the glass. Campbell just hops over him. Campbell's in a foot race. Tigers win it. Shot. Pad save by Milks. Tribble misfired that clearing attempt. Picks it up and goes for the skate. Settles the puck down and over the blue line. Pass to Middlehurst. Middlehurst hits the brakes. Gets some space. Throws it in to Mason. Has a stick check to the near boards. Mason along the boards. Gets it in deep. Middlehurst comes up with it. Gets stick checked behind the net. Tigers overskated that loose puck. Played back to the corner. Mason sends it behind the net. Intended for Middlehurst. He got caught up in the boards. Tigers fire that down the ice for icing. 6:05 to go in the period. Arkema steps in to take the draw. Won by the Tigers. They'll skate it, fire it around the far boards. Center ice, just off his stick into the Flyer zone. Brooks just handled that in the corner. Campbell out front. Campbell to the blue line, kept in. It's on the wrong side of Clark. Played in behind the Flyers net. Campbell again, he'll get pinned. Tigers send it to the blue line. Clark standing still. Brooks behind the net to Campbell. Campbell under pressure gets it to the far corner. Clark pressuring his man. Played to the blue line, out. And the Tigers send it back in the Flyer zone. Campbell in the near corner. Center ice, hops over Arkima's stick. Tigers dump it back to the Flyer zone. Played to the blue line, not out. Arkimas sees Monas through neutral ice. Monas in over the blue line. He lets the shot go, block, rebound, comes out, settles down behind the net. Battling for it. Monas to the near corner. Sends it behind to the far corner. Tribble pinches. He'll get it out front. No Flyers are there. Tigers along the half boards. They'll send it all the way down the ice for icing. Brown steps in to take the draw. Won by the Tigers to the near corner. Played to the point for Thompson. He'll dump it back in. Wozny lets it go behind the net for Critchley. Critchley comes up with it. Sends it through the crease. Thompson gets it back in for Wozny. Wozny to Brown. Brown behind the net gets bumped. Critchley comes in from the opposite end, brings it to the near corner. He'll send it back for Brown. Brown off the boards to Thompson at the blue line. Thompson lets a shot go just wide of the net. Rebound cleared out the far side. Tribble into Critchley, into the corner. Critchley and Brown. Brown picks it up off the ref's skates. Tigers capitalize on it and they'll send it down the ice. Thompson, he gets there first. Skates behind the Flyers net. Up the near side, off the boards to Critchley. Critchley will bring it down the wing, in over the blue line. Shot, rebound. The Brown almost got it. Brown back to Critchley. Critchley in the far corner. Hits the brakes. Takes it back in the corner. He'll get pinched. Brown gets bumped. Tigers come up with the puck. Stretch pass. They'll say he touched it. Thompson picks up that loose puck behind his net. Sends it out. The near boards for Brown. Brown waits for it. Interesting concept. Back to Thompson off the glass. Center ice to Critchley at the red line. He'll touch it to negate the icing. Tigers off the boards, picked up by Brown. He gets driven into the boards. He's going to the box. Brown's up. He's all right. 2:54 to go in the period. Middlehurst in for the draw. Loose puck. Pass back to Campbell at the point. Campbell with the shot. Deflected just wide. Rebound out the far side. To the blue line. Kept in by Brooks. Brooks skates around with the offense. Into the corner. Throws it out front. Middlehurst couldn't get the shot off. Rebound. Just off the side of the net. Mason. Off Brooks' skate. Just heading in the wrong direction. Brooks. Back to his own blue line. Pass to Campbell. Campbell stretched pass to Martin. Martin back to Brooks. Brooks off the boards into Martin and over the blue line. Martin across the ice to the near corner for Mason. Mason to Middlehurst. Back to Mason. Out front to Campbell. At the point. Campbell lets a shot go. Blocked in front. Martin was on the ground. I think he was getting a little extra attention. 1:12 left to go in the Flyers penalty, or power play. Brown in to take the draw. Scrum draw. Cleared to the blue line. Thompson keeps it in. Second effort to Tribble. Tribble with the shot wide of the net. Middlehurst in the corner. Middlehurst. To Brown. Brown back to Middlehurst. Thrown out front to Tribble. Shoots. He scores! Flyers goal scored by number 44, Wesley Tribble. 1:51 to go in the second period. Middlehurst in for the draw. Won by the Tigers. Back to their blue line. They'll send it off the boards into the Flyers' end. Tribble across to Thompson. Thompson up to Mason at the blue line. Mason off the boards. Tigers off the glass. High. They'll bring it into the Flyers' zone. Steps around 1-2. Pad saved by Milks. Rebound comes out front. Martin hits Mason just out of his reach. Mason's second effort gets it to the near boards. Mason back to Thompson. Thompson mishandled it. Gets away with it. Thompson across the far side. Out of the reach of Martin. Tigers just play it off the boards. Middlehurst to Mason at the blue line. Flyers are offside. They got to clear. Tigers through everybody, and now they'll go down the length of the ice for icing. One minute to go in the second period. Arkema steps in to take the draw. One by the Tigers to the far corner. They'll play it behind their net. Mona's with a good stick, gets a piece of it, sends it to the corner. Tigers play it behind their net. Clark's there to pick it up. Clark to Arkema. Arkema with the backhand, doesn't get all of it. Cleared to the blue line and out. Brooks, he'll get back first to pick up that loose puck. Spins. Brooks through center ice to Mona's. Mona's one-touch pass to Arkema. Arkema over the blue line. Overskated it. Loose puck picked up by Mona's. Mona's in the corner, throws it out front to the Tiger stick. Brooks keeps it in, lets a shot go, blocked in front. Clark to Arkema. Arkema with a shot, and the goaltender will hold that for a whistle. .14 seconds to go in the period. Brown steps in to take the draw for the Flyers. Picked up by the Tigers. They'll skate it out of their zone. Through neutral ice. Held up at the blue line by Campbell. Tigers pick up that loose puck. Throw it on net. Steered to the blue line by Milks with the save. Shot tipped wide of the net. Rebound out the far side, and that'll do it for the frame. Tie game after 2 periods. And here we go, start this third period. Brown steps in to take the draw. From draw, picked up by the Tigers. They'll take it wide, hard off the boards. Settles down behind the Flyers net. Campbell off the near boards to the blue line, kept in by the Tigers. Thrown out front, the blue line, hops over his stick. Critchley in on the forecheck. Cleared to center ice. Back to Campbell in his own zone. Campbell swipes at it, gets a piece of it, but not enough to clear it out. Brown steps into his man, sends him hard into the boards. Played to the blue line for Critchley. He'll leave it for center ice to Brown. Brown in over the blue line. Stick check from behind. Brown picks it up behind the net. He'll touch it. One of the Tigers players is down in the Flyers' end. He was hurt. Player was down. Yeah, one of the Tigers players was down, so they blew the whistle. Arkema steps in to take the draw. One to the near boards. Played back to Tribble at the blue line. Hopped over his stick. Arkema gets back. Plays it back, picked up by the Tigers. They'll walk into the zone. Shot. They scored. Maybe fix the net, ref. Arkema back in for the draw. He'll win it. He gets it to Clark. Clark spins, brings it up the wing. Then over the blue line, hits the brakes, gets it in. Tigers pick it up, and they'll skate it out down the far wing. I guess they called that the right side of the red line. Tribble plays it to the near corner. Arkema on his man, picked up by the Tigers. Thrown out front. Thompson clears it to the near boards to the blue line and out. Arkema picks it up in his own zone, steps around one, chips it high into the air, and stopped there by the Tigers. Hand pass. Middlehurst in for the draw. From draw, picked up by the Tigers. They'll clear it out of their zone. Campbell reaches for it, gets it to the near boards for Mason. He'll chip it in to the near corner. Clearing attempt, picked off by Martin. He'll send it to the near corner. Played back, Middlehurst behind the net. Stones out front, shot wide of the net. Rebound comes to the half boards. Picked up there by Martin. Kept it in the zone, but no Flyers were there to pick it up. Middlehurst, backhand pass to Martin. Martin, stick check at the blue line. Kept in, gets it to Mason along the near corner. Shot, pad save, rebound behind the net. Thrown out to the corner. Cleared out. Oh my God. Cleared out by the Tigers. After all, the Flyers let him stand there with it. Back in the Flyers zone. Brooks drives his man to the boards. Buck in the corner. Brooks comes up with it. He's got some room. Through neutral ice. Gets the blue line. Holds it there. What's the whistle for? I guess they called that offside. It wasn't offside. Yeah. It was Brown to take the draw. Won by the Tigers. They'll play it off the boards to the far side. Thompson in the Flyers' end. He'll send it center ice. just off Critchley's stick. Critchley stabs it forward. Tigers passing it in their own zone. Brown in on the forecheck. Back to Thompson. Thompson off the boards. Brown lifts it to Wozni on the near boards. He'll stop. Just out of the zone. Picked up by Brown at center ice. Pass back to Thompson. Thompson to Tribble. Tribble has a bit of room. He'll skate it up through center ice. And just getting into the Tiger zone. Tribble with his stick. Gets it a little deeper. Tigers pass it out. Come up the near boards. Centering pass. To the far corner. Thompson drives his man into the boards. Brown gets hammered from behind. Tribble takes offense to it. Brown goes after him. And now the Flyers are going to the box. Played back to the point. Shot. Bad save by Milks. Rebound comes out the near side. Wozi's there. Brown, he'll touch it for the whistle. Bit of a discussion in front of the Flyers goaltender. Tribble's going to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. .16:03 to go in the third period. Arkema in for the draw. And by the Tigers, Arkema got a piece of it to the blue line, not out. Shot. Steered to the corner by Milks. Tigers pass back to the blue line. D to D to the near point. To the center. Back to the near point. Right in. Behind the Flyers net off the far corner. Campbell got a piece of it. Not enough to get it out. Loose puck in front. Picked up by Arkema. He'll fire that to the blue line. Picked up by Clark. One-on-one. Clark. Shot steered wide. Rebound comes out the far side. No one there. Pass right into Arkema's feet. He'll throw it to center ice. Picked up by the Tigers, who bring it back in the Flyers zone. Cross ice centering. Campbell gets a stick on it. Intercept that pass. Tigers spinning in the far corner. Thrown behind the net to the near side. Played off the boards to the far corner again. Campbell. He's there. He'll hold it. Puck still along the boards. Played back to the point. Backhand, a one-timer shot. Weak shot picked up by Arkema. He'll airmail that down the ice. Clark giving chase. He stops up and holds the Tigers player in his own zone. Tigers. Cross ice pass, center ice. Drop there, and he'll bring it in. In over the Flyers' blue line. Steps around the D. Thrown out front. Lifts a shot. Brooks fires that down the ice. 10 seconds to go in the Flyers' penalty. Played behind. Monas is there. Backhands that behind the net. Fired around the near boards. Martin. Couldn't quite hold it. That'll do it for the Flyers' penalty. Tigers are back in the Flyers' end. To the far corner. Thompson drives his man into the boards. Martin to Monas. Monas lifts it to Mason. Mason couldn't quite pull the trigger. Monas gets a shot off, but tipped wide. Martin sends it back behind the net for Monas. Tigers walk up with it, chip it off the boards, and around Campbell. Passed up to the Flyers' blue line. Shot blocked in front by Thompson. He'll leave it. The Tigers pick it up to the far corner. Played to the blue line, not out. Campbell back behind his own net, picks up the loose puck. Sends it to Monas at the blue line, hops over a stick. That'll go in the Tigers' end. Tigers pick it up. Martin's in on the forecheck. Tigers spinning. Send it out the near boards. Thompson bumps his man from behind. Thrown towards the net by Martin. Mason throws it out front. Loose puck. The goaltender will hold that. Then he shoves Monas in front of the net. Bit of a shoving match. Monas behaving. Somebody's going to the box. Number 88 by looks of it. He's gone. Head contact. 4 minute. $12:53 to go in the period. Just giving them a warning. Brown steps in to take the draw. He'll win it to Brooks at the point. Brooks looking for options. Tries to get it to Brown in the corner. Critchley gets taken down. Brown comes up with it. Shot. Save. Rebound. Brown tries to get a second shot. He'll hold it for the whistle. Brown steps back in for the draw. He'll win it back. Tigers pinch. He'll steal the puck. Clark's got it in his feet. Just overskated. He gets it to Critchley. Critchley back to Brooks in the Flyer zone. Cross ice to Middlehurst. Middlehurst off the skate of a Tiger. Back to Brooks. He'll spin. He'll go take it in himself. Brooks in the far corner. In traffic. Gets bumped. Puck settles down along the far boards. Brown picks it up. Brown lost it at the blue line. Make those passes, boys. Brown gets a piece of it, gets it to Middlehurst. Middlehurst stabs at it, gets it in deep. Brown goes in to chase. Critchley to Brown. Brown sends it to Clark. A shot blocked in front. Middlehurst back to Clark. Clark off the boards. Flyers are pinching into the zone. How about we look before we make those blind passes? Clark across to Brooks. Brooks to Brown at center ice. Brown with the shot. Rebound. Goaltender hold that for a whistle. And Nat, can you say that again if I point the camera at you? Arkema steps in to take the draw. Won by the Tigers to the far corner, played behind their net. To the near side, clear to the blue line, down the ice. Tigers in on it. Milk sets it up there for Campbell. Campbell, Thompson. Thompson back to Campbell. He'll bring it out the far side. Back to Thompson. Thompson hits Arkema at center ice. Arkema steps around one, in over the blue line. Gets it to Monas. Monas with a shot. Off the post, no goal. Arkema in the near corner, spins. Gets it to Mason. Mason with the shot off the side of the net. Mason carries it to the far corner. To Thompson at the blue line. Thompson didn't have much time with it. Gets to Monas out front, and he scores! That'll tie the game back up. 10:49 to go in the third period. Middlehurst in to take the draw. He's getting waved out. Late change. Tigers win the draw too cleanly to Mason. He'll dump it around the boards hard. Martin along the far board sends it behind the net to Middlehurst. Middlehurst in the corner, picked up by the Tigers. Mason bumps his man. And they'll call that a hand pass. Middlehurst back in for the draw. Bouncing puck. Chipped forward by the Tigers to Campbell's stick. To Martin. He'll let that go. Into the zone. Middlehurst. He'll hit the brakes. Bouncing puck goes to the far corner. Picked up by Martin. Just lost the handle. Tigers. Cleared to the boards. To Thompson. He'll kick it to Mason. Mason lets it go. Martin to Middlehurst. Back to the point for Campbell. Campbell dumps it around to Middlehurst. Middlehurst out front. Tipped Mason's stick into the mesh. .10:07 to go in the third period. Brown steps in to take the draw. He'll win it to Wozni. Wozni back to Tribble at the point. Dumped back in, picked up by the Tigers. They'll send it down the ice. No icing. I'm not sure why. Played to the Flyers' blue line, just out. Back to center ice by the Tigers. Brown almost stole that one. Tigers chip it off the boards into the Flyers' zone behind their net. Tribble. They'll send it to the far corner, picked off by the Tigers. They'll bring it out front. Shot. Missed wide. Rebound off the boards. Critchley. He'll drag that forward. Skate down the wing into the blue line, into the Tiger zone. Critchley, all kinds of pressure. Loose puck. Brooks walks in. Keeps it in. Gets it to Brown. Brown throws it on net. Blocked shot. Second effort. Shot over the net. Rebound out to Critchley in the far boards. He'll turn that around. Send it behind the Tigers net. Wozni back to Critchley in the corner. Tigers steal it. Tribble's pinching. Gets it back to Critchley in the corner. Critchley walks off the boards with it. Throws it towards the net. Just shied. Brown along the boards. Critchley steps into his man but misses the puck. Tigers up through center ice into the Flyers' blue line. Brooks pushes his man to the corner. Thrown out front. Chop blocked in front by Wozni. Tigers still with the puck behind the Flyers' net. Played to the point. Shot from wide. Rebound out front. Loose puck. Comes through the crease out the near side. Back to the point. Dump back in. Brooks. He'll throw it off the corner for Tribble. Tribble. Bouncing puck. In some traffic. Brown gets tripped. Clears the puck out to center ice. Tigers back in their zone. Wozni applying pressure. Tigers skate through neutral ice in over the blue line. Good stick by Critchley to the blue line. Picked up by Wozni. Wozni in over the blue line, sends it to the corner. He'll hold it. Critchley takes down his man. Loose puck out front, shot. And the tender will hold that for a whistle. 7:52 to go in the third period. Arkema in for the draw. He'll win it to Clark, to Campbell. Campbell keeps it in the zone. Arkema gets a shot, tipped in front. Clearing attempt. Comes to Thompson at the Flyers' blue line. He'll turn, send it to Clark, coming down the wing. Clark up through middle ice. In over the blue line, hits the brakes, gets bumped. Loose puck, just overskated. Tigers up through center ice. Campbell with a good stick. Clear to the blue line, not out. Tigers throw it towards the Flyers net, steered wide by Milks to the far side. Shot blocked in front. Loose puck in the corner, comes out. Weak backhand. Picked up by Moniz in traffic, gets it to Arkema. Arkema hits Clark on the wing. Clark airmails it over everybody to the near corner. Arkema, he trips over the Tigers player, and they'll bring it out to the Flyers blue line and into the far corner. Thompson, slow plays, takes the hit, shot. Blocker saved by Milks. Thompson behind, sends it off the near boards. And Moniz, he'll chip that through neutral ice. Icing's waved off. Tigers play it around the far side. Middlehurst almost stole that one. To Tribble. Back to Middlehurst. Middlehurst in over the blue line. Sends it to Moniz. Moniz with a shot. Right in the chest. He'll hold that for a whistle. 6:22 to go in the third. Middlehurst steps in for the draw. Tigers player gets waved out. Middlehurst wins the draw. Off the boards, down the ice. Tigers get their first shot. Milks with the glove, holds it out. Played off the boards to Martin. To the blue line, kept in by the Tigers. They'll send it to the near corner. Brooks has a look, gets Mason at the blue line. Middlehurst couldn't hold it. Kept in. Tribble. He'll kick it out over the blue line to center ice. Fired back into the Flyer zone. Brooks is back to pick that up behind the net. He'll come out. He sees Mason on the near wing. Mason in over the blue line. Lets a shot go. Tipped just wide of the net. Martin in the far side. He'll keep it in the corner. Middlehurst steps around to hit. Martin back to Brooks at the point. Brooks with the shot. Comes to Martin off his stick. Skates. Puck settles down off the boards to Brooks. He'll drag it into the corner. Played back to Martin through his feet, down through the ice to the Flyer zone. Played up. Mason gets hit from behind. And Tigers are going to the box. .5:03 to go in the period. Flyers have a power play. Brown steps in to take the draw. He'll win it to Campbell cleanly at the point. Campbell walks through, gets a shot. Pad save, rebound, loose puck. Cleared out by the Tigers all the way down the ice. Campbell under pressure. He'll take that, get it out the near boards, intended for Thompson. Picked up by the Tigers across. Off the pad of Milks behind the net. Campbell leaves it there for Brown. Brown comes up the near wing. Through center ice. In over the Tigers blue line. To the corner. He gets bumped. Clean hit. No problem there. Critchley in the far corner. He'll send it to Thompson at the point. Thompson with the shot just wide of the net. Rebound comes to Campbell. He'll play it off the boards. Just out over the blue line. Dumped back in by Thompson. Played out the far side. All the way down the ice. Thompson's back to pick it up. Thompson off the boards to Brown. Brown having a look. Gets Thompson on the far side. Thompson through the legs to Critchley at center ice. Critchley in over the blue line. Slows it down. Has a look. Plays it back to the point for Thompson. He winds up. Lets a shot go wide of the net. Rebound to Middlehurst at the half boards to Moniz. Moniz back to Middlehurst. Middlehurst out front. Blocked in front by the Tigers. Moniz is in there. Gets it to Middlehurst in the far corner. Middlehurst back to Thompson. Let's maybe make these passes a little harder. Thompson back to Middlehurst. Middlehurst tries to hit Moniz. Cleared out by the Tigers. 10 seconds to go in the Flyers power play. Thompson through the legs to Critchley at the blue line. Critchley kicks it back to his stick. In traffic, Moniz through his legs, cleared out of the zone. Tribble has to hurry up. Both of them overskated. Tribble to Thompson. Thompson off the boards into the Aurora zone. Tigers passed around the near side in over the blue line. Centers it. Shot. They scored. What the? .244 to go in the period. Let's go, boys. Middlehurst steps in to take the draw. He'll win it. Played to the blue line, picked up by Martin. Martin behind Middlehurst, brought into the Tiger zone by themselves. Cleared to center ice. Back in over the Flyer zone. They score. Two and a half minutes to go in the third. Brown steps in to take the draw. Chipped forward by the Tigers. Played back to center ice. Brown to Campbell. Campbell up to Moniz. Moniz will chip it into the zone. Played off the boards. Moniz walks off the boards with it. Out front, he's got Clark. Clark's in too deep. Shot. Loose puck. Cleared to the boards by the Tigers. Moniz gets bumped in the corner. Gets it to Brown. Brown holds it there. Gives it to Clark. Clark walks out from the corner. All the way down the ice. Milks. He'll send it to Campbell. Campbell wheels around the net to the near side. Stretch pass for Moniz. He touches it, gets it into the zone. Tigers all the way down for icing. Kima on the draw, won by the Tigers, played back behind the net by Wozni. Kima spinning in the corner, lost it, picked up by the Tigers. Critchley gets taken down, falls on a Tigers player, cleared out down the ice. Campbell at his own blue line, hits Thompson. Thompson intended for Campbell. Campbell to Wozni. Wozni across to Thompson. Thompson lets it go at center ice. Down the ice. 1 minute to go in the period. Campbell around the near boards. Flyers are too busy trying to make that hit to play the puck. Campbell waits, stripped by the Tigers to the far corner. Later on the boards to Critchley. Critchley sets it up. 45 seconds to go. Thompson. Back to Campbell in the near side. Campbell hits Critchley at center ice. Critchley under pressure, wraparound attempt. Couldn't get a piece of it. Loose puck in front. Bodies are everywhere. Seconds to go in the period. They're trying to sort out all those penalties. Brown steps in for the draw. 27 seconds to go in the game. Brown wins it, gets it to Monas. Monas takes it to the corner. He'll get pinned. Brown steps in to help with Martin. Martin to Campbell at the blue line. Campbell throws it on net. Shot steered wide. Middlehurst gets bumped in the corner. Figured out. Tigers come up with it. Through center ice. Thrown towards the net. Mason slows down. And that'll be it for the game. And Brown makes a dump play and hits the pin at the end. What did the refs think was going to happen there?
Jesus